creepy. It'll be like ear bleeding. It's creepy.
Have you been practicing in your office?
Of course.
Oh!
No. No.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Why?
Okay, hold up. Stop cheating, boy. Okay, so
I'll have to sit next to you so I can see.
I need someone to pick.
May I ask you, Rebecca, would you be comfortable sitting down in the stool and showing?
Preferably someone who can do math in their head. Oh, I'm gonna do math.
That's Emily.
And Emily.
Yeah,
Emily has
Emily.
degree in math.
I can't do mental math.
Okay,
How about
Zach.
this one's mine?
I can do math. Okay, Zach.
That's good at
Ready?
mental math.
Okay.
A lot of pressure.
Okay, just before this time, I
Zach,
asked
sit
you,
on the floor.
Did I-
Crisscross applesauce.
did I ask you to be part of this trick?
No, you did not.
Okay, okay.
Not a plan.
Okay, I need you to pick a number between a whole number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
A whole
Should he
number.
tell
Do I
you?
tell anyone else?
No.
That's 0.
So your number right now is n. Okay? So you're gonna take your number and you're gonna multiply that by 2.
Okay.
Then multiply it by 0.
And then multiply that by 5.
Like the
Okay.
number that you just got by 5?
Yes. That means 5.
Oh, I know. It's not
That number and divide it by
Stop,
your
yeah.
original number.
Okay.
And now subtract 7 from it.
Mhm.
Is your number 3?
Yes. So is mine.
Wow.
How did we do that?
What'd you pick, Zach?
I picked 9.
I picked 2.
Yeah, because
Whoa.
Is every
in
number?
this algorithm, every single number you pick between 1 and 10 will always equal to
Sweet,
3.
smart.
Okay, so
Stand to the side, Anna.
Oh, over there so
Okay.
you can see.
Like
Over
where
on the other
Zach
side.
was.
if you take the name William Shakespeare, you can rearrange the letters to make "Here was I" like a psalm.
Oh.
And if you go to Psalms 46
Mine's got P in some.
in the King James
Because that's how it's spelled.
46, and I want you to count from this first word 46 words down, please.
What? Where?
So from this word right here,
What's the
46
word?
words down.
Very.
The word God is the first word. It's 46.
You don't have to move.
Shake.
But if you
The
feel
46th
something
word
under your
is
feet,
shake.
There is it.
Shake.
shake.
As in
It won't
Shakespeare.
break.
Doesn't shake shit.
Don't
And
take
the
it off.
46th word from the bottom, Anna.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it is.
46
The 46th word from the bottom, Anna. It's spear.
Spear!
So the
As in Shakespeare!
Okay, so the 46th word from the top is shake, and the 46th word from the bottom is spear.
Wow.
William Shakespeare was 46 years old when the King James Bible was finished.
Whoa.
Girls,
1611.
I know. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me. That I call my home. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds easy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night and I can make the brightest colors fills my head. A million dreams are keeping me away. I think that what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Yeah, dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along. The world you'll see, the world I close my eyes to see. Close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fills my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. The world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
I couldn't help it. I just.
Yeah.
Wait, this is karaoke version?
New York City. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? That depends. Who's asking? Oh, sure, sir. I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you. I'm getting nervous. Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur, sir. He handles the financials. He punched the bird, sir. Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate into and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast?
It was my parents' dying wish before they passed.
You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. Gosh, listen, there was a war that we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for.
Can I buy you a drink?
That would be nice.
While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less.
What?
Smile more.
Ha!
Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. You can't be serious. You wanna get ahead.
Yes.
Fools who run their mouths off wind up dead.
Yo, what time is it? Showtime, like I said. Showtime, yo, I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. I'm 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. But red coats don't water with me, cause I'm a pap, chick-a-pat, big stops till I'm free. And we live on that beach in my Père Lafayette. The Lancelot of their revolutionary set. I came from afar just to say bonsoir to the king, cause it's moi who's the best. C'est moi. Bra, bra, I am Hercules, mulligan, up in it, loving it. Guess I heard your mother say, come again. Fuck up
Give me another proof, son. Let's raise a
couple
couple
more
more
to
to
the
the
revolution.
revolution. We're the Princeton Prodigy and Princeton College.
Every bird, the words, drops of knowledge.
Good luck with that, you're taking a stand. You spit, I'm a shit, we'll see where we land. The revolution's imminent, what do you stall for?
You stand for nothing, bird, what do you fall for? Who are you, who are you, who are you? Who is this kid, what's he gonna do?
That's right.
Ha, don't let them know what.
It goes.
So we're gonna sing a song.
Stop. Flourishes.
Oh, Carl.
Every time he gets up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, they play.
It's Mary's lullaby.
Dad, please stop, you're in it.
Shepherds are kneeling their homage to bring. Out yonder the star over Judah will keep. No harm can befall thee, then sleep, baby, sleep. Oh, let me enfold thee, my baby, tonight, while legions are singing in joyous delight. A new star has risen to hail thee divine, for you are a king, but tonight you are mine. Away, spectred future of sorrow and plight, away to the years that must follow tonight. The pangs of Gethsemane, let them be dim. The red drops on Calvary, not for him. Oh, let me enfold thee, my baby, tonight, while legions are singing in joyous delight. A new star has risen to hail thee divine, for you are a king, but tonight you are
I decided to recite poetry.
Okay, I like that.
Now, we all know that some poems can go on and on and on, and they can be pages long. But what I had decided to recite was a poem, an original poem, that made the Niagara Wheat Field literary magazine back in 1968, 7.
Long time ago. Vintage poem.
Yeah,
Must
it's
be very old,
vintage.
sir.
It's original. And I have to thank Mrs. Bruce for making me do it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, it
Mrs.
goes,
Bruce.
yep, it goes like this. I like coffee, I like tea,
Oh, no.
but most of all, Genesee.
Very good.
My second poem has its origin in the Old Testament, goes way back, and it is in the Guinness Book of Records, actually. I didn't write this one, but it's in the records, the Guinness Book of Records for the shortest poem in the world. And it starts like this. Adam had 'em.
Beautiful.
Now, if we're not ready with our music yet, I can tell a story.
Okay.
A nice Christmas story.
Tell a story. Tell a Christmas story.
When Mr. Seiwell was principal of Spruce School back in the 1980s,
Wow, you're so old, sir.
he had
Distinguished.
it was
Sorry,
getting to be Christmas time, and I had a knock on the door, and I opened the door, and these two kids, a boy and a girl, were standing there, and they said, Mr. Seiwell, Miss Senegulia says you used to play the trumpet when you were young. Do you think you could help us be in the Christmas concert and help the trumpet line? I said, well, I'll have to go home and see if I can find my trumpet. And so I found it, and we sat down, rehearsed 2 or 3 songs, and I got to be in the spring concert with my Santa Claus suspenders and my Santa Claus tie and my Santa Claus hat,
That's the Christmas.
and we
Christmas
played
one.
in the
one,
Christmas concert.
Not the spring.
No, at the Christmas concert. And you could call it a Christmas concert back then. You couldn't.
Right.
You didn't have to call it a winter
A holiday
or a
experience.
Yeah. And it was really cool. And the two of them said, Mr. Seiwell, this works so well. Will you be in the spring concert? And I said, oh, I think I could probably do that too. Well, the interesting part is that those two youngsters grew up, and one of them, the boy, became a doctor, and he is a pediatric cardiosurgeon at Michigan,
Oh,
at
this
the University of
Harvard.
Michigan.
Oh, this isn't Jimmy
Yes,
Gale.
it
It is Jimmy Gale.
Oh, he's
That's
a
right.
pediatric cardiologist.
Okay, cardiologist.
Yeah.
And he was.
And he got to work under Sam and Marcy as he was being trained
Right.
at the
That's so
University of
cute.
Buffalo. And the second person, the girl,
It's a girl.
who used to wear her hair in a little Dutch boy, became a national recording artist. Her name is Cindy
Oh
Bradley.
my gosh,
and
wait,
if
I
you
know who this is.
if
Okay.
you are into jazz,
Wow.
Cindy Bradley has 5 or 6 albums. She's on all the national jazz.
So next Christmas
Stations.
you're gonna have to play your trumpet, and we're gonna send it to
Well,
Eddie.
That sounds
Like a
great.
challenge.
I do
Oh, it's like
occasionally
something.
send her. Here's the song.
She writes music too.
Yes, and she
She's a
is
music teacher.
a music teacher in New Jersey, so that she can be near New York City to play on the weekends.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
It's
super
smart.
cool.
She's not in the actual.
But
So you
she-
need to send the clip of this from Rebecca playing.
Well, I'll tell you what I did do, because the story is even
That's
cooler
awesome.
in that Grandpa Seiwell, not me, my dad, come on, shut up.
Grandpa Junie.
Grandpa Junie used to work with Sugar and Jazz, which was a youth,
Jazz
a
group.
jazz group in North Tonawanda. And Cindy and Jimmy belonged to
Yeah,
that
they
group
both did. Yeah.
in high school and maybe even into college, I don't know.
I think that's why I know her name, because I saw her perform
Yeah.
many times.
And Cindy Bradley was my dad's favorite.
Yeah, that's why I know her
And
name.
he used to record for her, and Grandpa was the recording person, and he had all the equipment, and Jimmy and Cindy would help him lug all the stuff out of
Yeah.
the car, and they would play at Oppenheim Park and
Yeah,
places
that's
like
when
that.
I think that's when I met Cindy.
And what was really cool is when I was cleaning out my dad's things, I found a tape of Sugar and Jazz,
Oh.
and Cindy, I'm trying to think what song it was. It was
String for us.
not String of Pearls, but something
Coltrane.
like that. That was kind of like her theme song. Whenever there was a concert,
She was a trumpeter.
she was a trumpeter, and she
Okay.
by that time she had become better than Jimmy, and Jimmy was a good trumpet player. She would play that. I found the cassette, and I dropped it off at her mother's house. In her mother still lives in North Tonawanda, right in the
That's
same
really sweet.
neighborhood. So it's a small world.
It's a good
And
world.
Jimmy Gallus.
And our joy is in the Lord.
And years
This
and
was a
years, and
little
we went
guy
to your wedding.
who would come to school on
Halloween.
no, not on Halloween, but on picture day. From the time he was in kindergarten until he was in 6th grade, when he left with his suit and tie on. And back then, nobody did that. You came in a sweatshirt, you know?
Yeah.
Jimmy always wore a suit and tie.
But for Halloween,
Dress like
he
a man.
came and he was Mr. Seiwell.
Oh, that's true. Yes, and here's another connection. Our school secretary was the sweetest, wonderful, most beautiful lady you ever met in your life. Her name was Doris Wensky, and she passed away this week.
She did?
Yes, she did.
Yep, she died this week. And she made letterhead
For Jimmy.
for Jimmy with Mr. Principal, or Mr. Seiwell Principal, and Jimmy Gallus, Vice Principal, and gave him a half a ream of paper. But I'm sure he probably still has some. But that's what happens when you live long enough
That's right.
and you keep your eyes open
You're really old, sir.
And
And
Justin
and you love what you do.
I'm sorry,
It's
there's
okay. Just take your time.
there's
You did a
spit.
great job.
Wait, stop making me look weird.
We're not making you look weird.
My mom's going.
Bless you. Oh, she
Bless
did make
you.
a sneeze. Just pretend you're looking at your babies.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less taste to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
is the vocal part.
Yeah. And just kind of like looking at each other.
All those days chasing down a daydream. All those years living in a blur. All that time never truly seeing things the way they were. Now she's here, shining in the starlight. Now she's here, suddenly I know. If she's here, it's crystal clear. I'm where I'm meant to go. And at last I see the light. And it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light.
And it's like the sky is blue.
And it's warm and real and bright. And the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything is different. Now that I see you. Now that I see you.
Beautiful.
Hey, thanks. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
Mary Jane?
Hi, I'm Mary Jane, and today I'll be doing.
You can't mess with the choreographer.
No, it's the
You
boss.
let the choreographer go.
Especially when she's the boss.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mary Jane Cloud, and today I will be doing my school morning routine.
You gotta brush your hair and all that stuff.
Shush!
Okay, now, let's start with.
So I brush my hair.
Poke your eye out. Keep going, Mary. What do you do after you get your hair done?
I dawdle, I find myself.
Next, I put my headband on.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
It takes a while. Come on, Zach, you can do
This
this.
could really hurt somebody.
Poke your eye out, kid.
I saw that Christmas
Sometimes she
movie.
likes to put her on her neck like a necklace.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Oh,
go. There you go.
beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Next, I fix my makeup. Okay.
Now
Then
she
I
gets her
put on my
lips,
lip gloss. Stop. Just go. Just go. Just go.
Okay, okay, we're good. Okay, that's pretty.
Wait.
Then I put on some of Becca's perfume. Put on some of Becca's.
Ooh,
That she didn't ask me to use, but you know.
just pretend.
Who cares? Finally pick up my books. Yeah. Okay, stop it. Okay.
Gotta load your what?
Then I get to put my stuff in my book bag. I hear my mom calling.
Mary Jane, it's time for solo!
Oh my
Sounds just
God.
like her.
Yeah.
Get your butt in the car.
Here, I just had to zip your shirt. Say I zip my shirt.
I zip up my jacket and
Nicely done.
Yes.
I put my backpack on. Well, I zip it up first.
And away I go.
This.
And away you go.
Yeah.
down on the very tip of my tippy toes.
Oh yeah, she.
But I need you guys to drum roll for me until I get to the top.
Okay.
Okay.
But I also need to hold on to something because I don't have balance. So
I don't
it's
It's
my talent.
Alright, here you go.
more lighting in here.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
Ready?
One.
Yeah.
Ready, guys?
Drum roll.
A freak of nature! Oh my God!
Into that, Zach. We add. Girls, sit down, please.
Can anyone here touch their tongue to their nose?
No.
Oh!
No?
Would anyone like to try?
Oh.
What was it? What was
Can
it?
you
You
do it?
touched your tongue to your nose?
Tongue to your nose.
Not even.
Not even close.
This will be a first.